Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima, and I'm here having a look at CastleStorm. This is a game that came out on Xbox Live Arcade, then made its way over to the PC, and now it's finally finding its way onto PlayStation 3 and Vita next week. And I think it's going to be $10, I don't remember exactly. It was in the press email that I got, and I've gone and completely forgotten it. I'm an idiot. So, no, I don't want to turn to the title screen. So this is actually one of the few games that's actually controlled by X being accept and circle being cancel, which is really odd. So anyway, just let's have a look at the options here. Just control prompt there. You can also change both the audio and the aims for everything in the blood. It's not that much to worry about. Good credits there. So let's actually have a look at the single player. So the majority of the single player is in the single player campaign. You've also got this skirmish mode, which I haven't unlocked everything for yet. Also have survival and hero survival. Got 4 there, and hero survival I've got 4 there. So let's actually go and have a look at the campaign. So the campaign is made up of a series of relatively linear stages, and there's also these blue stages down here, as you can see, like down there. The stage name is blue, so it's a secret stage. Well, it's not exactly secret, but it just takes a while to be unlocked. As you can see, there's a few different ones here. And yeah, there's a lot of different stages. You go through them one by one. You go through all the white stages, and then you go through all the then you just keep going through the locations. So what I want to do is I want to actually go and have a look at one of these stages. I hope I remember which ones of these are. Oh, never mind. Capture the enemy flag. No, I think I want to try aerial superiority. Okay, yeah, this will do. So these stages have 5 stars in total to get. I've got 4 on this one. Your accuracy, a bonus objective, and your difficulty. So there are 3 different difficulties. There's casual, normal, and hard. I've only been playing on normal. I haven't tried hard or casual. Normal is good for those who just want to coast through. There's still a fair bit of challenge in it, but it's not too hard. I imagine hard is going to be fairly challenging. Casual is just for people who want to take shit down. We've got my equipment here. So you got projectiles, spells, troops, and rooms. I've almost got everything. And your projectiles are what comes out of your main ballista. We've got a few different things here. We've got the javelin and the 3 javelins. We've got a morning star, which does a lot of damage to human beings. We've got a grenade. We've got stones, which are meant for taking down places. We've got the battering sheep, which is a sheep that really has a farting problem. We've got a potion of conversion, which changes an enemy to be on your side, and a homing eagle, which is pretty obvious. And if you press triangle on any one of these weapons, you can upgrade them. So I can spend 2,800 gold. You earn gold at the end of every level to upgrade your stuff with. So I'm just going to upgrade a few things here. Now if we move on to spells, spells take a lot longer to regenerate, but they have very good effects. Like this one here, regenerates health for allied troops, protects your castle from direct hits, makes friendly troops invincible for like 5 seconds, and then you've got your hero. I'll explain the hero later, but I'll upgrade him a couple of times, so I might need him to be upgraded. And the Guardian Spirit summons the bloody Holy Gun Spirit to wipe out the enemy. And so yeah, you earn gold by finishing levels in the game. And you can also have 5 spells, 5 projectiles, and 5 troops in a... Well, not 5 troops actually, but... Oh yeah, you can only have 5 troops. Okay. But yeah, you can only have a few of these at a time. So it takes a little bit of strategy, because you have to think, well, what ones do I want to take along? Which ones do I not want to take along? And you've also got bonus rooms. Basically, these are the rooms that you have to put in your castle, and I will be explaining castles in a moment. Do I have anything else I want to upgrade? Well, yeah. Okay, I don't think I have much room anymore. Yeah, okay, I'm almost completely out of gold. So with that said, let's go back and have a look at the castles. Now, the castles are actually the biggest part of this game, and the good thing is they actually give you a few good castles to start out with, you see? Well, they don't give you these ones right away, but they unlock them as the campaign goes on. Why do I keep getting emails? They unlock them as the campaign goes on. And I've got one here that I edited, like, a really long time ago in the campaign. Like, I was like 3 stages in, and this was the castle I managed to build. But let's just take this into the editor. Alright, so this is the castle editor. We have, over here we have a test ballista on the right, and we have all these different castle pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to, like, remove everything if I can. If I can do it without being a massive pain in the dick. Can I hold triangle? And no, I can't. So I'll just have to go through these bit by bit. Make sure they're all gone. I really should have thought this through, but I didn't think I was going to want to actually build a full castle. My apologies. Okay, so the castle editor is basically where you build a castle. I'm going to build a castle. Hopefully a relatively big one. And every one of these castle features here actually has some use for it. So we have this. You have all these different pieces, and these pieces are actually really useful. So yeah, these are all the structural pieces that you need to that you use to build your castle with. Why do I keep making new ones instead of selecting the ones that are there? Just make sure the grid is over this, and then I should be able to select it. So the idea is that basically you build your own castle. You can work perfectly fine with the castles that you have to start out with, but yeah, the basic idea is that you want to be building your own castle. Like, once you're done. So let's see. My kingdom flag, I'm going to want that to be near the very top of the castle because it takes a fuck ton of room. The architect's room, I definitely want that because I've got that at a high level, so I want to have as many of them as possible. A training room. Actually, I'm not a fan of the training room because it doesn't give that much of a bonus. Prison, not that much either, because prison only gives you like a score bonus in the campaign. So you want something that might be effective in multiplayer as well. So yeah, I'll take this food. And you can also pick different gates. Protects your castle from projectiles and your flag from enemy troops. I'll take this one because it's a fucking huge gate. Let's see, I want to get some barracks up. So I want to... Okay, so I want to have one for my paladins, because my paladins are actually my best troop. I've got them upgraded a lot. And we've got... I'll take a Griffin's Nest, but I'll put it all the way up here just to make sure that nothing gets in its way. We'll go back to structural. We've got... I'll go with some of these rooms. So you can choose to build whatever the bloody hell you like. I mean, like, look at all these pieces, and they can all be mirrored too. So if you want to build like a really, really fancy castle, you actually can. The game won't stop you. In fact, I might just change this to that. I don't know why I would, I just decided to do it. So if we're just going to keep building the castle here, I could use a armory. Yes, I could use one of these. Yes, I'll do that. Recruiting office? Yes, I want a recruiting office now that I think about it. And let's actually put some more barracks in. So I'm gonna want swordsmen, because I've got my swordsmen aren't the best troop. They're actually one of the weakest, but I've got them upgraded a fair bit, so they're not that useless. Archer's quarters, probably gonna want you about here. What else do I want? Catapult bearers? Yeah, I guess you can go on top of here. I'll be putting a... I'm sure I'll put something in text to tell you when you can skip to if you don't want to see all this nonsense. Let's see. Donkey stalls. I don't know if I want donkey stalls or not. What else can I get? I would rather have some more... You go up there, I'll bring you up here so I can add more... So I can add more defenses to my castle. Preferably a strong front wall. just put you out here. Okay, yeah, there's no commentary here because I'm a moron, I'm sorry. But you get the idea, surely. You do basically just like build your own castle. I have no idea how effective this castle is going to be, so I might as well test it out here. So basically, you're given all the majorly destructive projectiles here. So let's send in a few grenades just to test this out. As you can see, this game basically works on what you could consider Angry Birds Light, in the sense that there's not that much to work with in terms of physics. Like, not everything just like falls over massively after like one shot on one small support, but it does basically it is basically like physics-based, so if you do destroy everything that's below one particular area, it will fall down, and that's actually one of the winning conditions. There's two winning conditions in this game. Destroy your enemy's castle enough, or break in through their front door and steal their flag. Now, let's see if I want to... Could put another recruiting office in, although I'm not 100% sure if... I'll put in... You can have no more than 5 different barracks in your castle, okay. So, yeah, I've already got the maximum amount of barracks. Do I want to put in another... I'll put in a training room. And I'll have... I'll put this here, and then I'll flip this and put it up here. So it actually kind of resembles a castle. Because, you know... I tend to be like that sometimes. It's weird, I do it in the oddest of games as well. But basically, yeah, this is my castle. This is my castle, this is my kingdom, this is how I'm going to defend it. So let's just save this castle, shall we? I'll save it under a new slot. Video. I'm very creative. Just gotta wait for it to save. The loading times are actually a little bit long, which is kind of odd, but... The game actually performs so well, I'm not going to complain about it. So let's actually leave the editor, because I've saved all my changes. That should be enough to protect the castle. And as you can see, it adds it to a new slot here, and I've got a training room, I've got the kingdom flag, I've got a training room, I've got a pantry, an architect room, and I've got all, well, not all of my best troops, but a relatively good set of them. So let's actually go and have a battle. Let's see if this actually brings up one of the funnier cutscenes. Because this game is actually quite humorous. It's humorous in the sort of sense that, you know, it's a serious story, but they sprinkle humor in here and there, just for the fun of it. All right, it's funny. You know, it's worth a chuckle. I'm more than willing to accept chuckle-worthiness in a relatively serious story. Even though the story itself isn't actually that interesting. This will hurry up and load. Alright, so it didn't actually bring up the thing, but, so as you can see, this is actually our game, the game starting up here. So as you can see, the enemy and myself have the same sort of castle. Now, if I press square, I can bring up my troops, so I'm going to send in my troops. Down in the bottom left there, you see the amount of gold I've earned, and also my troop limit. So, yeah, you have to use a specific amount of food to get a specific amount of troops in. And food regenerates over time, and you get more food as time goes along. Using X lets you shoot stuff. You use the analog stick to aim, or you can use the touchscreen to fire stuff off. Also, this game does have friendly fire, so you may want to avoid aiming directly at your poor bastards on the ground. If you press circle, you can warn you guys to take cover from something that may be coming at them. May not be the best thing in the world to do. You use the right stick to zoom in. If you press triangle, you can use spells. And you have to press the button twice, so you have to press X to get to the actual, you have to press X to get to the ballista, and then X again in order to actually, do anything to do with the ballista. Where did I just... Oh shit, I nearly killed off my own guys there. Better send in a few more troops. And the idea of the game is, the more of the enemy's ruins you the more of the enemy's castle that you destroy, or... See, like, I just completely took out one of his rooms there. So, if you take out enough rooms, or if you manage to, take this flag that these guys are fighting over here, you will basically, you will win. You will pretty much win. Yeah, just you got to get that back to your flag, which is over here, as you can see, that blue flag right at the edge of the screen. I've got to send in guys to pick that up, and I might actually call in a griffin to help. There are different types of troops. I'm sending in my paladins here. See that he's actually taking it back. So let's see if we can stop that. I've got a grenade to work with here. Killed off my own guy by accident, but oh well. It's a little bit hard to aim with the analog stick, so sometimes if your enemies aren't moving, it might be a good idea to aim with the touchpad, because you can aim with the touchpad and you can actually aim pretty accurately. Basically, if you basically tap the place you know that they're going to be at, that's probably the best thing you can do. Also, I'm going to be attacked by more homing pigeons here. So yeah, I'll send in a couple of these. Archers don't go very far, but they sit like... See, this guy's sitting right here, and he'll take the brunt of the damage. I'll also send in this catapult guy here. Whoa! Oh god, that went right through my gate and took out her... Oh god! Okay, I see the folly in that design. Wow! Okay, come on. I need a griffin to help me out here. And I'll send in a few troops to get the flag. This is a relatively easy fight because I have been through this level already and I've upgraded a lot of my stuff. But here we go. He took out the front of my tower, but I managed to take out part of his land. So as you can see, my castle design isn't actually that good because of the fact that it's basically just a couple of towers. So I want to be like merging pieces together just to make sure that I don't lose, like, one fucking tower. Actually, can I... Yeah, I'll return to the main menu, because I want to go back and edit my castle. But yeah, that was actually a really badly designed castle, because I made it so, that it was so open to damage. So let's take this back to the drawing board and see if I can change the design up a little bit. Especially of that front wall, to make sure that 2 good shots with a battering ram won't bring down the entire thing. Alright, so yeah, what we want to do is I want to be swapping these out, so I'll just take this over here. Take this here. How far forward can I move that? I can't move it to there. But if I change it to this, I can. If I do something like that, then something like this, and then maybe move this across too. Bring this one here. Bring that down to there. Then I'll just top it off with a. Can't do that. Well, I'll just do that. Bring this over here. Grab out this small one. Yeah, this is basically just one buttfuck of a wall, but I'll deal with it. So we just got to keep redesigning this wall. Can I make it this one? Well, I could. See, one little problem with the castle editor is that you do have to tend to move shit out of the way a lot. It does get annoying after a while. But it's I can understand why they did it the way they did it. It's not that bad. Not that big of a thing to deal with. Let's delete these two and replace them with one of these. And put that back where it was. So yeah, hopefully this wall will be a lot more tolerant to bloody battering ram attacks. Jesus, I wasn't expecting my front wall to fall so soundly, but then again, I haven't really played around much with the castle creator, so I decided I had to do one for this, and well, look how that turned out. So let's save this castle back over this one. And let's let's test this out just to make sure it isn't going to fall over again. I really should have done that. Now I can see why they have a test mode in here. So let's just grab some apple grenades and see how badly this is affected. Okay, that's my gate blasted open. I take these out. And grenades take a really long time to charge too, so like the amount I'm firing at, nowhere even close to its actual fire rate. It takes like 30 seconds to fire off one of these things. But yeah, that's a much stronger defensive wall, at least down the bottom. Can I do anything about up the top though? I'd like to keep that actually, do I have more than one recruitment office on this? Well, I've got two of these down here for some reason. I don't even know if two buildings have the same effect. So where's what is that? Is that the? Oh, that's the training room, right? So, okay, so I'll just change this to a I'll just change this to two of these. I'll move these across by one just to make it look a little bit more neat, and we'll save that. This is a really poorly and quickly constructed castle, but hopefully it'll last me through the next fights. Wonder if that fight I just did actually got me cold. I was replaying an earlier mission, so it may not be... No, it actually did. It just gave me a really small amount. But yeah, basically, you can grind earlier levels if you want to, and to be fair, this game is actually really fun, so I can see why you would do that. But yeah, let's go with this castle. I don't think I need to change my equipment. But anyway, here's Clear the Way, which is a mission I haven't played yet. Hopefully this will actually display a cutscene. Your loading times are a little long. But I mean, geez, look at this presentation. I mean, like, this is almost exactly how the game looks on other platforms, like the 360 and the PS3. I am really surprised at how well this game comes down to... Yeah, story, the things are... Yeah, these are the cutscenes. They're displayed through this. There's no voice acting. Oh, crap. Is this a boss fight? Please tell me it's not a boss fight. I like the shaky cam there. Oh, yeah, great. I actually have to beat this bastard. I was not expecting this! I really wasn't. This is, relatively distressing. Oh, shit. Down. Please come and just... Oh, Christ. Oh man. Okay, I can use my hero spell now. I might as well. This is gonna get me killed. But I press triangle. If you use the hero spell, you basically, can spawn on the field with your guy and get instantly killed. Yeah, fuck that. Let's try something else. I wasn't expecting that to be a boss fight. Oh, dearie me. So, let's actually try something. Let's try scientific interest. Capture the enemy flag. Yeah, this will actually take a little bit more time. Jesus, I wasn't expecting a boss fight. Wow. There hasn't been a boss fight like that in the game yet, so that's why I was so surprised. I wasn't expecting one. Wow. So, alright, come on. Let's load, please. I've made enough of an ass myself already in this video. Please don't make me do it again. Love the shaky cam they use too, like Cloverfield. It's humorous in the fact that it's almost a parody, without doing any harm to the Viking outpost. Yeah, save a little culture for Sir Gareth. So yeah, this is basically just gonna be another battle. There's only one objective this time: capture the enemy's flag, and there's a bonus objective: don't destroy any rooms. So I can't cripple him by taking out any of the rooms, because if you take out the specific rooms that the things are in, like if he takes out my room with my paladins in it, I can't use my paladins. So this is actually a relatively strategic battle, and there are a lot of battles like this that actually teach you how to rely on only using your ballista, or only using magic and troops. And the game does give you a lot of different challenges, and sometimes they aren't even mandatory, which is really nice. Like you only have to do them if you want to. So I'm just gonna spawn a couple of archers and then maybe a couple of paladins as well. There we go. That ought to help those guys out. I'll bring out some swords to keep these guys from doing much to me. Oh shit, they brought in the big one. I wish I have no idea where that went. Wow. Okay, that didn't help. Well, that actually helped a lot. God, who would have thought 3 stones hitting this guy in the face would do less damage than a freaking sheep that farted to gain speed in mid-flight? Well, so that counts as a headshot. If you get a headshot, you get more, you get more coins out of it, really. Like, see, I've got 1,000 gold so far on this stage. The analog stick is actually kind of hard to aim with, admittedly. If you're getting really close, it isn't too bad, but I would just recommend aiming with the touchscreen if you can. It's a shame you can't, it's a shame there's no slow button. Like, if I held select, it's a shame that I can't, like, hold select and then have my aim slowed down. It's something I've eventually, grow to deal with, though, especially since, unless you're going for a lot of headshots, you don't need to be stupidly accurate. So yeah, I'll just bring along. Oh, Jesus. Oh god, most of my... Oh yes, my wall is actually taking some damage. This isn't very good. Let's just get some, paladins out, and then... Jesus, these guys come a lot. Bam, and let's try and get some stones in there. And if you get 5 kills in a row, I don't know if I'm going to be good enough to pull this off, but if you get... Oh, Jesus. If you get 5 kills in a row, you get, a kill frenzy, or something like that, which basically takes away all reload time on your bastards, on your projectiles, which is really freaking nice. Because, I mean, like, if you're playing on a level where you basically can say, well, I don't care about not doing any damage to this guy, so... Jesus, did I just kill my own guys? Christ, I better send in some more before they get in trouble. And I'll send in Sir Gareth as well, because this might actually be useful. So yeah, with Sir Gareth on the field, which is basically a spell, you get about 30 seconds with him. You basically just beat the shit out of everything. You've also got the ability to go back to the castle when you want. You've also got this bow and arrow that you can use. When you're down here, you can't use your your ballista or anything, so basically you want to get this shit done as quick as possible. Oh, Christ! That's not good. I'll just blow open the door and take that guy out at the same time. And I'll send in all my footmen. Yeah, if you press circle, you can prompt your men to get down on the ground, which might actually help them avoid some projectiles. But... oh. That wasn't good. But in some cases, it's basically like you can't do shit, so there's really no point, because if they send out like a ton of freaking guys at you, a ton of freaking projectiles at you at once, you are pretty much screwed, because the projectiles are just gonna fall all over these bastards. I'll just send some more guys in if I can. Oh yeah, I might want to use this spell, and... God damn it, I shielded the wrong guy! Oh god. Screw it, time to send out paladins. Now I'd like to point out, before I do this, objectives... bonus objectives are purely bonus objectives. Completely and utterly optional. They only exist if you want to get 5 stars. So basically, I'm just going to try and beat the shit out of this guy's castle so he can't do as much damage to me. And it's not going to help much. And that's not good! God, you really have to focus your attention back and forth so much in this game. Holy hell. Alright, come on, I've got to get a kill frenzy out of this. Yes! Now, I'll just... okay, yeah, I didn't get much out of that, but that might actually help me out. But... oh god, he's got my flag. Can't let that happen. Can't let that happen. Can't let that happen. Alright, paladins, get in there. I'll get my griffin to do some air support. So yeah, you have to be flicking back and forth between all these elements, and it's really freaking intense. And this is against freaking AI. Imagine how freaking chaotic this would be against goddamn human players. Wish I could show you multiplayer, but I do have a reason that I can't. Alright, let's actually, let's get the guy who's going to... Let's guard the guy who's going to get the flag. Oh god. Do I have anybody coming for this damn flag? Yes, I do. Unfortunately, I can't protect them as easily as I thought I could. Oh god. Better get some foot soldiers in there nice and quick. See, he's actually done some massive damage to my castle wall. He's going to start tearing through to my main guys any second. So I better be... oh, Jesus Christ. Ooh, managed to hit my own guy through friendly fire. God, I suck at this game! Jesus Christ. Alright, I think I'm just going to try and take out a couple more of his runes, although if I win by, like, destroying his castle, it might actually make me fail the mission. I didn't have much trouble with this before. That was probably because I was using one of the, It's probably because I was using one of the game's pre-built castles. Although I've earned 8,000 gold from this though, so it might be a good, I have a lot of gold, so I can upgrade my, my guys. Jesus! God, these guys are absolutely kicking my troopers' asses. Wow. But as I was saying about the presentation before, this game looks really nice, and wow! And you do have to remember that age-old thing about leading your shots. These bastards can't even take my flag. I don't know why they're even bothering to run all the way up. I wonder if I could actually, like, end his castle and... Okay, I think I see the final room. It's like right there. Oh, well, I won, but that's not going to count towards the mission, is it? Oh, it appears it does actually count towards the end of the mission. And it's a Viking. Shush. 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 Yeah, this is actually a pretty obvious story, but... You know, they sprinkle in that humor there, and... You know, it... Yes, it made a... Is that a bug? They want you to capture the enemy flag, but I guess that only applies if you want to go for the bonus objective, if you don't want to destroy anything, because you have to destroy, like, the entire goddamn castle if you want to win. Alright, well, that was a look at the campaign. You get, just getting 5 stars in every mission is going to be really difficult, because getting the bonus objective done with high accuracy and being on hard is going to be insane. I have enough trouble doing it on, as you can see, medium as is. So let's have a look at skirmishes. So skirmishes are basically one-on-one with all the technology and shit you expect unlocked. And you can also fight as the Norse, I believe, after you finish the campaign. And you can also pick what side you're on and who you're facing. So I'm just going to do this real quick just to show off what it is. Equipment. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it appears you can still upgrade stuff from here. You have not filled all your projectile slots. Oh, they make you select all of this. Yeah, whatever. And, yeah, I'll pick all my... I'll just pick my, my favorite castle. Which is actually my shit castle, but whatever, take your pick. And... You have not filled all your spell slots. So, yeah, I imagine this is just like an AI-controlled battle. It's like... And so you can even set the difficulty down there, it's not that hard. There's also survival mode, which is pretty obvious what it is. As you can see, there's nobody on the leaderboards yet, mainly because I'm probably the only person on my leaderboard who actually has this game. Let's start the battle, just to see what it is. Probably just a battle against not a castle, but in some levels of the game, there's like a tent. You can't destroy it, and troops will just spawn infinitely from it, and you have to survive for the duration of the mission, and I imagine this is the same deal. Yep, wave 1. Yeah, it's exactly the same deal. That's exactly what I thought. And you've also got hero survival. Okay, first thing I want to do is, before I go into hero survival and round off my thoughts, I'm going to explain. I would be showing you multiplayer right now, which is basically exactly what you think it is. You can pick your kingdom, your nation. You can pick your kingdom, invite only, cast a person left or right, and then open up your a game for someone to join, and then you all join. But error with the network connection, really? No, my internet's fine. Okay. Maybe they didn't put the servers up? I don't know, but I mean, like, even if I could, like, I don't understand why it's not doing it now, but let's just... Yeah, an error with the network connection, what the hell? What about ranked match? Let's just say I jump into this. Can I actually connect to this? No, I can't! That's weird! Alright, but even if I could, I wouldn't be able to, because, Zen, in their infinite fairness, actually sent me 2 keys. There was a second one that I could give to a friend in order to test the multiplayer modes with, and for some reason, those are not only not working here, the guy I actually gave the key to got sick like 2 days after I gave him the key, and I haven't seen him for 3. So, yeah. He won't be able to help me show off the multiplayer, so I'm just going to go through the hero survival. There's obviously a few other heroes I can actually play as, but I think I will play on the Orc line. Yeah, defend your flag and stay alive to reach the next wave. So yeah, it's pretty simple. As you can see, there's the controls for the hero mode there. You can see the controls for the castle modes and all that back in the other loading screens. And this is basically like the most needless and boring mode of the entire game because, well, it's the relatively dull hack and slash part of the game that only lasts 30 seconds in the normal single player stages, rung out to a whole different mode, and it's just not that enjoyable because it's just not that good. And you just slash your way through tons of bastards, and I'm about to lose my flag, aren't I? Oh, yeah, I did the stupid thing there. I really did. At least I got some free gold out of it, though. Let's actually restart. And let's restart and try that again. But yeah, just this beat 'em up mode isn't bad. It's not that competent. And thankfully, for the part of the game that actually where it matters the most, you won't be doing much related to it. You'll just be You'll be in this mode for 30 seconds, just to help out with your advancing forces, and that's all you really have to worry about. And that's enough. Oh Christ, not again. Get back here! Yeah, because I was basically just tapping square there. There is a super attack, but it takes a really long time to charge up, and it's not worth using on anything except for big guys, like really big guys. Alright, so overall, what do I think of CastleStorm? Well, CastleStorm is a very fun game that everyone should have on their PS Vitas. It's a very colourful game. This presentation is bloody amazing. It's almost identical to how it looks on the PlayStation 3 and the 360. And that actually made me really surprised. Because, I mean, wow, look at it. It just, there's no texture quality issues at all. There's no, like, there's no frame rate drops or anything like that. I'm not seeing any, at least. Like, when there's a lot of collapsing shit on your screen and you're zoomed out a bit so you can see it all, the game tends to drop 1 or 2 frames there, but it's, like, it's not that major of a problem. It really isn't. I mean, like, especially when it only lasts for a couple of seconds when all the buildings are collapsing. There's a lot of fun strategy in building your castle. Unfortunately, I don't think it will last that long if you're playing it purely for the campaign alone. If you have a friend to play with, you should buy this immediately. You should just get 2 friends together, like a few friends together, and play a couple of games of CastleStorm and talk about how you're basically going to beat the shit out of each other's castles. It is a fun game to play, especially if you've got a few friends to do it with, because you will just have so much fun beating the shit out of each other's castles. It is basically... yeah. But the single-player campaign does have a lot of longevity behind it. I mean, like, you've got a heap of missions to do. They tend to vary up in what you can do. There are target practice missions. There are missions like this where you have to destroy every possible thing with just a ballista or just a hero. And they aren't bad, and they don't overstay their welcome. But they're not amazing either. But you know, I'll forgive them for that. You can muck up a little bit if your base game is so fun. And this base game is pretty damn fun, nonetheless. Beating the shit out of everyone's castles and just destroying them. Blowing the shit out of troops, sending in air forces and using spells. It's managing the whole chaos of the battlefield. Because it is actually really hard to manage all of it. It's just fun. It really is. It's something that everybody should have a look at. I don't know if I get the gold. No, I don't. I don't get the gold for that. But anyway, this is a look at CastleStorm. It is something you should buy. Just be wary that if you're only playing by yourself, you'll only have the campaign to work with. The campaign does take a fair while to get through. This is like 5 hours of progress right here. But... well, actually, it's a little bit less than 5 hours, but, you know, if you want to 5-star everything, it'll take a fair few hours of your time. But the real longevity is in the multiplayer, when for some reason it actually works, and it hasn't been working here for me. That was a really weird sound. But yeah, this game definitely is worth a look, and if you have friends to play it with on multiplayer, you should pick it up immediately. Alright, with that said, this has been Blue Maxima, and I will see you all next time.